Welcome to Logi Info. This short video introduces you to Logi technology so you can understand what you're working with. Logi Info lets you create web-based applications that can present useful business analysis and data visualizations. Layout and styling flexibility lets you present your data your way in a fraction of the time needed when using other development tools. If you just finished the installation, here's what we installed. Logi Studio is our integrated development environment, the main tool you'll use to create your Logi applications. The Logi Engine is a web server extension that's included with every Logi application. It's a set of files the web server uses to extend its own functionality. The server can then process Logi source code, retrieve data, and generate Logi reports. Logi Manager is a tool that lets you manage installed Logi applications, individually or in bulk, so you don't have to install Logi Studio on production servers. You may also have chosen to install the Logi Scheduler, which allows you to schedule Logi reports. Logi applications run on a web server, which can be a separate production box or your own computer. The Logi Engine is installed on the web server platform and runs as a web server extension. Developers with Logi Studio installed create the application and write report definitions, which are stored on the web server. When development is complete, users can browse the web server requesting a Logi report. The Logi Engine processes the request and connects to data sources, such as databases, files, and web services, to retrieve the required data. The data is digested and analyzed, and the Logi Engine generates HTML and JavaScript, which is then sent back to the requesting user. Logi applications can interact with a wide range of data sources, including most databases, data files, web services, and specialty data sources. After retrieval, the Logi Engine converts the data it needs into a common XML format. After this conversion, the job of shaping and analyzing the data uses the same Logi Engine processes, regardless of where the data came from. You'll be doing your development in Logi Studio. It makes it easy to create reports, connect to data, and configure visualizations using visual objects. It's easy to use and puts almost everything you need for development in one place. In Logi Studio, all of your project's files are visible here in the Application panel. You can manage them there and easily add new or existing files. Files are opened in the Workspace for editing. In a Logi report definition file, you work with elements in the element tree. Elements are the basic building blocks of a Logi application. Elements are visual objects you manipulate in Studio, which create source code behind the scenes. They can be arranged in parent-child relationships and in multiple levels. Studio enforces rules governing those relationships. Developers create applications by adding and arranging elements. No coding is required. Once elements have been added to a report definition in Studio, you configure them in the Attributes panel. Studio makes the job easier by offering you intelligent choices for attribute values. Logi Studio includes over 50 wizards, making it easy to add and configure elements all at once. For example, this wizard helps you add a chart to your report definition. The wizard walks you through the steps necessary to achieve the end result, and in seconds, you have a chart. When you're working on an application in Studio, at the bottom of the editor you'll see 3 tabs: Definition, Source, and Preview. The Preview tab lets you run and see your application right inside Studio. When you're in Preview mode, you can also shift to Live Preview mode. This feature puts the preview in a separate window, which can be on a separate monitor. That's very useful if you develop using 2 or more monitors. Changes you make in Studio will be updated immediately in the Live Preview window. Need some help while developing? Logi Studio offers plenty of it. Whenever you select an element or an attribute in Studio, the Information panel in the lower left-hand corner provides quick help text and a link to more information. In Studio's upper right-hand corner, you'll find a Help button with several options for getting help. And for documentation, samples, and forums, browse to our Developer Network community website. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. So what should you do next? We recommend that you take the quick Logi Studio tour to learn about its geography and basic features. Then, follow the Create Your Own tutorial to build your first Logi application. And finally, visit our Developer Network community website.